Okay, good morning. We are coming live again. We are coming live again, rather. Today is another Monday. Let's discuss a program where we discuss topics that bother the hearts. And today we promise to come with a very interesting topic. So we shall be discussing possible reasons why people become ungrateful. Possible reasons people become ungrateful. We want to see why most times after going all the way, sacrificing a lot to please others, they will not, come back to appreciate. They will not, show any sign of uh, gratefulness. So, today, by the grace of God, we shall be talking about these things. I hope you are joining us. Please do good to join. Okay. Okay. We are still waiting for you to join. Still waiting for you to join. If you join, you invite others. Share to invite others. Let others follow it and be part of the discussion. Possible reasons people become ungrateful. A very interesting topic. Okay. So with me today in the studio is the prosperous prosper, a voice you are already so much, and again we have Blessy Queen. Thank you so much. All right, the topic again is why people become ungrateful. Possible reasons people become ungrateful. First of all, I think we'll look at the word ungrateful. What does it really mean? What does ungratefulness really mean? Okay, prosperous prosper. Let me start with you.
All right, good morning to you all. Once again, thank you for this opportunity to come your way and to be one of the guests in the studio this morning. Talking about gratefulness, in a simple and a layman terms, when somebody is not appreciated, the person is termed to be ungrateful. So, ungratefulness is ungrateful person is somebody who does not appreciate.
Okay, and Blessy Queen, what do you think? Do you support that?
Yes, and then I can also say there are people who have excessive sense. They are always feeling that you have to attend to them first. They are kind of arrogant people, and they wish that their needs are always taken care of before others. So
Okay,
I think I agree with him too.
okay, okay. That is good. We've heard the definition of the topic and the key word there, ungratefulness or ungrateful. So let us look at the possible reasons why people become ungrateful. We'll go straight because this morning will not be taking long. So possible reasons why people become ungrateful. What do you think, Blessy Queen?
Okay. Um, it's there's a saying that a thankful heart is a grateful heart. So I would say that one of the major reasons why people are ungrateful are ingrate is because they don't even know that people care about them. They've not even recognized the fact that
You need to increase your voice because
okay, sir.
we don't have market.
They don't understand that this person is putting up their own needs before they are putting their own needs rather before their own, like trying to care for them. So they don't understand the sacrifices that people make just to make sure that they attend to their needs. So they don't understand that these people are trying to put them first before them, so they feel it's right.
They don't. Oh, good. Okay. Number one, you said they fail to understand that one, they are loved.
Yes.
Number two, they fail to understand that for this person to go all the way to do something for me, either maybe whatever it is a sacrifice.
Yes.
So, and there is putting this person first before himself.
Yes.
And then the third point you mentioned is what again, please?
Okay, I said they don't understand.
Okay, they feel it's their right.
Right, yes.
They feel it's their right.
Yes.
These are very important points you just mentioned. Prosper. What do you think?
Right. Ingrates are people who are never satisfied.
Okay.
When a man has that, dissatisfaction with life and what life offers or what people offers, it tends to bring the person to the point of being ungrateful for the little that they are being offered. So people become ingrate. Possible reasons why people become ingrate is because of that dissatisfaction with life and what they get out of life, either through people or for themselves. So that is possible. That is one of the reasons why they tend not to be appreciative. They tend not to be thankful. They tend not to, appreciate what they have. And it brings us to the point of not being satisfied and become ungrateful because of the dissatisfaction within their heart.
Okay, and I think with what we just said now, we'll try to match it with what Blessed Queen has said. And you talked about someone who is not searchable. No matter what you do, he can be satisfied. And which means that person knows you are doing something. He knows you care. You understand?
Yes.
But he can't seem to get enough. So, and I think in what you said, he also knows that is talking about is their right. Okay, yeah. The person thinks he's his or her right. You understand now? And what do? They keep expecting you to do. You can't get so. Seeing it as their right is mostly the reason why they seems not to get satisfied.
Yes.
So what about this point of feeling they are not loved? They don't, really recognize that they are loved. Because if I am giving something and you are counting it on me, it's your responsibility, you must do it. That means I love you. There is an obligation. There is something that that holds me to be doing that good. And so it can love or care, whatever it is. So I love you. But you don't seem to get enough. These are another thing. You look at it is it's my responsibility, and then you are right to get. So you keep demanding and demanding and demanding. So how do you balance these two now? Not feeling their love and also feeling is their right, and then keep demanding. The point I'm making is that whoever that sees you as being obligated to him or her to be taking care of him, to be giving and giving and giving, that person knows you care. There is something that ties you to him or her for you to be doing that. You understand? So how then do you balance not feeling loved and at the same time not being satisfied? Keeping expecting and expecting and expecting. Okay. I don't know if you really got.
Striking a balance between someone feeling not loved and being not being contented with what he or she gets from another, being feeling obligated to somebody to some group of people or things out of life,
You can
or
cut in.
whatever.
Yeah.
So
So feel free.
I think striking a balance between the part of being loved. There are people that has this natural bitterness.
Okay.
There is no much love that you can give that they can receive. They are prone to being manic, and they are prone to being bitter, possibly from past life experiences, possibly from things they've been through before.
But even
from,
at that, you see, someone can feel bitter, or maybe be bitter, whatever. But at the same time, the person knows. I have seen people who will keep quarreling this person, mostly in marriage relationship. This person now, maybe the man or the woman, who out of past experience and all of those things, will keep quarreling with the other person, and every day he seems not to get satisfied. He seems not to get it at all time. But you understand, in her secret, in back there, she will say, that man loves me, oh, but I don't just understand. Or maybe that woman loves me. I know she loves me, but she cannot just accept the fact. She knows in her heart that this person loves me, but this issue of never getting satisfied.
that's the human nature of those who are ingrates, because no matter how much you do for them, it's never enough.
Yes.
Okay.
It's never enough because of that sense of entitlement, feeling entitled to that favor, feeling entitled to that that favor that you offer them or whatever. So when there is that sense of entitlement, there is no if okay when there is that sense of entitlement, now there is an expectation level, which no matter how good you try and you don't get to that level of their expectation, they are not grateful for the little that you did. Rather, it is for the one that you've not done to amount to the expectation level that makes them bitter. Now, they are also people that are envious.
Okay.
People who are ingrate are also people who are envious. Now, talking about the third possible reasons why people become ingrate, and the character of envy, being envious, can result to one being ungrateful. Now, there are unhealthy competitions that they engage in. Possibly you using a church setting or a workplace setting. You are in a workplace, you are being paid a particular salary, and or you unhealthy company be like, what's the manager even doing? Only signing papers, only sitting in the office under AC. We are the one doing the bulky job. We are the one doing the major thing and all of that. And yet we are paid little and all of that. Now this person forgot the years this person has said. Forget that this person passed through that same level before he or she got of being a manager, where he or she is earning whatever is earning. Now, unhealthy competition, now trying to compete with this person at that level, what he's earning, so he doesn't even appreciate what he's being paid at his or her own level. Now he becomes envious because of unhealthy competition. Now bring it down to family level too. You see some in a family setting, and siblings will be like, hey, this food you are giving me is small, it's not up to this one that this person is giving. Not saying mommy thank you or daddy thank you for the food that you gave, but he's not looking at the other person's plate and be like, his own food is bigger than my own. Possibly that person is even his elder brother or the older one and all of that. And if you even check, the food they gave him will be okay for him or her, but see another person's plate bigger than his own, and
if you give him that
one, he won't finish it. So just because of that character of being envious and not being satisfied, not being contented with what, so all these things are just in pari passu. They are just together. The being envious, not being satisfied, the entitlement, feeling like it's my right. I'm your younger brother, you should do this for me. You should register me for YA. After all, my parents registered me. Our dad registered you for your wedding. It's your turn now. They spend the whole money on you. You are the first son, so it's our right to get this thing for you. You need to do it for us. It's a must.
Okay.
You know, it becomes a level. So no matter how much you try, the expectation level that they place themselves on, based on this is what I should get from this person. Once you don't do it up to that level, the little you do is not being appreciated.
Okay, so
they
now,
become ingrates.
from the point you just raised now, I think I'll look at it that before time they had already set their mind on what they
There is a target. There is a target.
Yeah.
There's an expectation, expectancy target that they've already placed on themselves from whoever that they associate or relate with, be it workplace, family, church, whatever.
Sometimes it may not. I don't really think it's an expectancy target, so to say, because these people tend to be insatiable.
Okay.
The more you do for them, the more they are willing to collect from. Like you said earlier on, they feel it's their right. And now one striking thing about them is that they are never in any way.
There's no limit to the expectation.
There's no limit to the expectation, and there's never in any way they are thinking to reciprocate that help or the favor you have shown them. Okay. So now you see them being characterized with certain traits like they are arrogant, they are narcissists, like they are just nonchalant. And after all, you are supposed to, as far as they have a need, you must provide them with that.
Let's look at maybe families or let's start with families.
Okay.
Do we have people like this in the family?
Of
people
course.
who are ingrates.
Of course.
We have
what are their characteristics? What do they do?
Every ingrate comes out from a particular family.
Okay.
So talking about family as the pedestal for ingrate is a normal level ground. That's where everybody emanates from.
Okay.
So every ingrate comes out from one family or the other, and if the person comes out to society, comes out to an organization, maybe like a church, comes out to like a meeting, comes out to an organization like the workplace or whatever, and begin to exhibit such attitude, person actually came out from a particular family, which he or she must have been exhibiting the same thing in a family. Okay, there is this story, there is this case where two brothers, the elder one has a very good business, he does fabrics business. The younger one came and please help me, and he gave him goods on credit. Go and sell. Return.
You can comment. Yeah, you can air your view through the comment section.
All right.
Okay.
Return the capital and go with the profit. From the profit, you can start buying your own and all of that. Now, this person felt his entitlement, went and squandered the whole thing. And when he was confronted, where's the money for the goods that you collected, I gave you on credit and all of that? So all you could say, are you not my brother? You know, all of that. Are you not supposed to help me? If I'm in need, who am I supposed to go to? I'm supposed to take care of my, so why are you making it a big deal and all of that? And you see other family members and maybe parents coming in to be like, it's not your brother, if he doesn't eat your money, who else will eat your money? Then you encourage that person to do more. This same person, they bought vehicle for him to run an airport taxi, whatever this thing with. He went and sold the car, and it was like, so because of family ties, you cannot hurt him, you cannot do him anything and all of that. Now, under this sense of ingrate, this person will still be complaining that people, the siblings, the elder one, they are not helping him. If this person has money, how's this warehouse, how do they say, cannot give him this goods, cannot set him up. If they give me 100, is it too much to do this and all of that? But the question is, when you had 100, who were able to give 10,000 from it?
Okay, so now let us look at these things now. Number one, an ingrate. One, we have mentioned few things. One, they don't look at it that anybody loves them or cares about them. And number two, they keep expecting, they cannot be satisfied and all of those things. That now, I'm looking at an ingrate here as one. Number one, he kind of overestimates the person he receives from.
Yes, because they are insatiable. So they expect you always have to come. This person must have to give them. So irrespective of what the person goes through, they have an idea that this person should always have. It is their right. Okay. Should always have to give them. So they are not thoughtful of how this person makes this money. They are not interested in. They don't even feel that person is important. What is so important to them It's this thing they get from this
Uh,
person. So in the sense, they are just being parasites.
okay.
Okay, coming to being a parasite or whatever, I would say every human being born of a woman was once a parasite.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
Maybe you elaborate.
starting from upbringing, like an average child who is still in primary school, all he or she does is, I need pencil, I need book. They say we should pay this in school. Not thinking of if the parents actually have that particular thing that he or she is requesting for. So at that point, everybody born of a woman grew up from the point of being a parasite, grew up from being dependent, grew up from the point of expecting something to be done for them. Now, but it is now maturity when you grow up and begin to understand that life have its ups and downs, and things are not always the way you think them to be. That's when, even the Bible speak in a part. When I was a child, I thought like a child. Now that I am an adult, I do not think like a child and all of that. I used to take milk, but now I take both. So it is now when you start growing up, maturity starts setting in. Then you begin to understand that no, this thing that I used to demand, that you begin to understand that this my father, this my mother, this my guardian, they are actually trying now. It is at that point now you start being responsible. It's at that point now that you start trying to do something for yourself.
So now let me pick this point. An ingrate doesn't have any sense of responsibility.
No. No, because they always felt I'm entitled to, you need to do this for me.
Okay.
They are always help demanding. They're always demanding for help. They're always demanding for do this, because you can't become an ingrate if there is no expectation.
Okay, but what about this set of people who maybe they, as a younger man, comes to the other one and says, I want to start up a business, and maybe they can come up with wonderful plans and all of these things, and you've given them the first help, something happened along the line, the business went down, maybe they came back the second time, and you tried again, and this third time is coming, and you are saying, I can't give you. I don't think I can give you. The first time I gave you, you tell stories. The second time and all of those things. These attempts, is it not reckoned as trying to be responsible? At least the person sat down, thought, and said, okay, I need to set up a business, and so is it not really the person being responsible?
Okay, fine. From this school of thought, the person who sat down, thought of a business to do or a project to handle and whatever, then planned it, but lacks the capital, lacks the startup capital, lacks to do without whatever it needs to take, and sees it that this brother of his or this sister of his, or this uncle or this person has what it takes to sponsor him or her to help him get this done. Now, from that point, that person is trying to be responsible, but the person needs help. Now, he or she comes approach this person with the sense of help as is a privilege. If I get it, fine. If I don't get it, now, but coming with the sense of right, coming with the sense of it's a must, they need to do it for me, now makes the person become even okay. There is this story of somebody, I want to travel out, the ticket or whatever, this is the bill, and brother said all I can provide 100,000, go and look for the other 500,000 or whatever. Like, but you can give me the whole money. You have the whole money to give to me. Now he is trying to be responsible. He is trying to go out maybe to whatever he's going there to do and all of that. That's a good plan for himself and all of that. He's coming to this person, and this person is willing to help, but not to give the full support, but this is what I can give. But to him, he already calculated from his own endpoint, he can give everything
because he has estimated the demand that he has enough, more than enough to give, which may not be true.
So even if it's true, we are not entitled to anybody's favor or anybody's help.
So whatever you receive is a gift.
That's what, yes.
The giver has the right to decide to give or not.
So it is the person's out of his own benevolence that he decides. He's not the only person that is entitled to anybody. Is a father, a mother to a child. Which once that child starts growing, becomes responsible, he will understand when the father has.
But look at the issue of ingrates or ungratefulness. It's not really on the incessant demanding and demanding. Most times, it's not even the fact that is you are right to take care of me and it is my right to receive from you. But the ability to appreciate. You understand? That is where the problem comes.
Yes.
Because okay, I have a brother who takes care of me whenever I need help, and whenever I need, I run to him, and he gives me this help. I know, and the brother may be on his own. He's not my responsibility. He's my younger brother. I should take care of him. So he's not finding it as a difficult thing to do. And in my heart, I've settled it that it's your responsibility. You must give it to me. We are not having problem in giving and receiving. But the problem here is that whenever I receive these things, the immediately it enters into my hand, off I go. No, nothing like thank you, nothing like coming back to say, oh, I appreciate, nothing like thing to do to reciprocate these things. I think this is where we're having issues. Not really demanding and demanding. No. We've talked about the being insatiable, no amount of this thing because they feel is the entitlement and all of that. But what about in the other end where the person is ready to give and keep giving? And this who is receiving keeps coming to receive again. Is the guy now being ungrateful, or the person who receives these things and turns his back and says bye bye without thinking?
Okay.
Blessed Queen, I want you to talk about this now. Okay.
Now, the person who is giving without getting thank you for what he or she gives, that is his own benevolence. Like people that even give without seeking for the gratefulness in return. People that you do things for, I just did it for you for God. Not everything. I'm not expecting you to appreciate it or not. If you appreciate it,
leave this in. I have seen somebody will is this that small thing that you're coming to thank me? Don't forget about it. But if you do not come, the same person will say, imagine the other time I gave you something and did not come. So what they say I'm expecting or we are talking of being grateful.
There are rhetorical responses from people. I see trace it back to familyhood, where a mother and a typical African mother would be like, she's going out, the plates, the dishes are dirty, the kitchen is messed up and all that. Say, stay in that parlor, don't fix the kitchen, don't wash those plates, let me go and come back. Hope you heard me. Don't wash those plates, so let me go and come back.
Why?
He's telling you don't wash those plates. Ironically, but he's telling you that if remain there, don't do that, let me go. You will see what I will do to you and all of that. Okay. So then, what are you coming to? But in their heart, they are saying, this guy, you did well for coming back to say thank you for. Okay, I've even seen a scenario. Bring it to a church setting. Somebody, the man of God gave opportunity. You people should give people Sunday. Since we have 5 Sundays in this month, I'm giving youth the last Sunday. People should do this, and the youth just did whatever they did and took it to be a right. And he turned back to be like, oh, so people thought it's your right, right? Okay, next time come and have a Sunday to yourself and do whatever and all of that. He expected that after they will come back and say thank you for the privilege, for the opportunity, because as this thing, he has the right to say no. You question and maintain his pulpit and whatever. So you see that people really expect, and then they will be like, it's not church thing, we're doing it even to the growth of the church and all of that. But the other person at the other end is expecting a thank you or thank you for this opportunity and all of that. Yeah, it's very necessary. It happens
so when people say, is it that small thing? Why are you considering? I still see
it and all of that. So somebody, you know, please help me with 5,000, as low as 5,000 could be. Okay, help me with 50. Help me with 1,000. Help me with recharge card. And somebody just send you 100 naira. And you be like, will I not use the roller to call the person back again? And all of that. You know. And you just mute it. Just call him and say thank you, I've seen the card and all of that.
Or even text message.
They call those things magic words. Yeah. You know, thank you, I am sorry, and all of that. Oh, sorry, excuse me, and all of that. Those little things. Yeah, they will feel like, is it? Oh, excuse me, is it this? Okay, something happened yesterday. The youth called me. gave me a token, and I was like, oh, I collected and said, I appreciate, thank you for this token. And I said, on behalf of me and my family, I'm using this to support you people. This is my own contribution to people, and I gave it back to them. They said, okay, they've accepted it, but now they want to sow a seed into my life, into my ministry. Okay. This is what I gave you. Now, and we all laughed and we smiled and we went. There was this sense of acceptance, this sense of appreciation and all of that. So what am I saying? People might not really expect. Is it just this little thing? Go.
I don't expect
but
it. So
why are you coming back to time? Is it this? I can do it for anybody now. It's not just you and all of that. But even though you feel you are entitled to it or from that person, there should be that appreciation. So when that appreciation is not given, you are an ingrate.
Yes. Even though you were entitled to it and you are receiving it, there should be this sense of thank you, appreciation. Once it's not given, once the appreciation is not given, you are an ingrate. Yes. Once you fail to go back and say thank you, you are an ingrate. Once you fail to reciprocate that good in your own little way, you are an ingrate. You are an ingrate. All right. So as we begin to summarize for today, I think we will tabulate. We'll try to tabulate now our reasons people become ungrateful. We said 1, they are insatiable.
Yes.
2, they are greedy, and which makes them engage in unhealthy competition. So
trying to get what another person is getting.
Yes, whether they are qualified for it, whether they do the same work or whatever. Why will you get it? Yeah. So they are ready to fight and just fight. Not minding that this person who received this thing for working, maybe this person works from morning to night, and then he will buy me food. And me who is not working but receives little, why must he be the one giving me, buying food for me? Why can't I receive and now? But they are not ready to work. So that is number 2, greed. And then we talked about sense of irresponsibility. They don't feel I should work. They don't feel I should give. They only look at it. They see reasons why you are qualified. Are you not my younger brother? Are you not supposed to be taking care of me? So because it's not only are you not my younger brother. Elder brother can be expected from the younger brother. And if you ask him why are you not my younger brother? Are you not supposed to be? Don't you know that you're supposed to be serving?
I think this is bringing out another point now where you offered help and you expect the person to return the same help back. Possibly, I didn't go to school. I didn't further my education because I had to drop out to see that I train you people. Yes. And now you have money. It's happening almost.
Is it not while I was working hard to make sure that you people become somebody that I became so ugly and
so now you're supposed to take care of me and all of that. So expectation.
They feel other people are responsible
for their woe,
for their predicament. So for that, they are always expecting that you should do. You
should make up.
Yes, exactly. You should make up for this.
That is another point of based on past experience or past thoughts and all that sense of bitterness and all of that. I dropped out of school because of this person. When he was sick in the hospital, I missed my exams. I had to carry over. I did this one, I did that one, and all of that. But I couldn't meet up with my mates. I got extra 2 years, extra 1 year, and all of that. And opportunities, I missed opportunities because I was trying to take care of it. Now you are well to do, and you forgot. And now this person is putting it that he or she sacrificed this. I did this, so you should do this for me in return.
Now,
so I'm asking a question now. Is it that there should be an expectation from what you give, what you offer, what you do to people?
Okay, I think it's the standpoint of, like you said, what people feel. Some people feel that you helping them is their right. They don't feel should I use the word is obligatory. Like you just feel you want to help them. So they believe that just like you cited the example with a child who believes that my daddy, whether he has money or not, will have to definitely give me my school fees. However he's doing it, I don't want to know. You understand? They are seeing it from the standpoint of that it is their right. It is not an obligation. It's not a help you are rendering. This is what you have to do. So they've already registered that within them that okay, for the fact that you did this, you have to do, as in time past I put some sacrifices for you, so you have to keep doing this. So they don't know that
whether it was once or twice.
Yes. So they don't have it in mind that this person is actually trying to help, not because maybe you have done something in past. So I think we should take that notion of trying to tax this person because there was a help rendered to him in the past. So we should have this understanding that help is just a benevolence, that I'm trying to help this person in my own little way.
Yes.
Not because you did this for me or you are about to do something. So we should have this sense that help is on a neutral ground.
Okay, so are you saying because what you sow you reap? Now, are you saying if I'm investing into somebody?
No. See, maybe an elder sister.
Yes.
Did not go to school.
Okay.
For the younger ones to go to school.
Yes.
It was a lifetime sacrifice. It's expected that after these younger ones has gone to school and come out, they will, from what they benefit from the school and all of those things, appreciate the other sister.
Yes.
It's a lifetime sacrifice. But let's take for instance now, when I was in school, maybe you are doing business and I called you, you sent something to me. You just did that, and maybe after that you just did that once, and maybe after that you got married, I participated fully, you did so many other things and I was fully involved, and I'm still saying we forgotten that thing I did for you, in as much as I did that thing for you, but you have reciprocated in so many ways, and yet I'm still saying have you forgotten? Have I also thought of what I have done again after the first sacrifice? Because you on your own have sacrificed once, twice, or more. You understand? But I want, though we are breaking it to a close now because we've really taken time. Maybe we'll see, because I can see that this topic is a very broad one. We'll still revisit it. We'll still come back to it again. But talking about in grace, it seems we limited it so much to family and maybe someone who is obligated to somebody, who has a reason to expect and all of those things. But what about people who maybe, let's take for instance, we are working in the same company, or we started in the same company, or maybe I've been in a company before you come and I help you start. All of a sudden you rose to the same rank with me, and now we are talking. He says, my friend, shut up. You are a manager, I'm a manager. Or maybe you are this one, I'm HOD, and you are HOD. What are you telling me? That is sense of English.
Yes.
You understand? Because though I may have not done something, I may have not given you money, I may have not sacrificed anything for you, but inviting you to that company, you understand? Maybe I was the first person who was there, and then I introduced you to the company and all of those things. But you have, or maybe you came on your own, and we are, listening very well, and all of a sudden you arose and you even get bigger, maybe promoted ahead of me. And looking back, seeing that person who was good to you, who treated you well, all of those things, and then we can look at this one. Then I am now your guy. You are now under me. Is a huge sense of ungratefulness. You know, so I can see the topic is very broad. We can still, stretch hand to some other areas and bring out. So I think we'll stop it here and then go back. I think next week Monday we'll bring this topic again. We'll bring out more reasons people become, but then and expect our friends to try and join and comment, add their views, so that we'll bring these things and treat it so that we can help ourselves. And there's this stress of always quarreling and all of this because of ungratefulness and all of that. But before we summarize, prosper. Is there anything? I think you do that in one word, or maybe two. So, okay, so one sentence. Is there any disadvantage for being ungrateful?
Yes, there are so many disadvantages of being ungrateful because um, the ungrateful shuts the door
Okay.
to the one he receives already.
Okay.
Because one can be given and you don't appreciate what is being given and
Okay.
the person continues.
Okay.
So ungratefulness shuts the door to what you get already.
Okay. Okay. Ungratefulness shuts the door to the favor. You remember I said the giver chooses whether to give or not, and you who receives should always appreciate it, whether you think it's right or whatever. You should appreciate it. So being ungrateful, failing to appreciate, shuts the door of that favor. All right, Blessing, in your own kind of summary, do you think there is another disadvantage for that?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the disadvantages is that they are never happy.
Okay.
Ungrateful people are unhappy people.
Okay.
Yes, because like I said earlier on, they're always expecting. They are insatiable. So whenever you see them, they are full of strife and they are not always happy.
Okay.
So the Holy Book says, with water, with joy shall we draw from the well of salvation. So
Yes.
without joy, somebody may not even look at you and say, let me
Their
help this person.
their face scares people.
Yes,
Uh,
it scares people away. So they should always try to be happy so
Okay.
that people will
Okay.
look at them.
Okay. For your good, because if you're ungrateful, you will always be fighting within your spirit, always seeing reasons and seeing who offends you and all of those things. So you can't be happy. You can't be happy. So it affects your health as a person. I was telling somebody was sharing with me what happened, how she wanted to enter bike, and another person pleaded, please, I said, please let me attach with you. He said, no, I want to enter alone. I have the money to pay. He said, please now, please, help me, help me. And he said, okay, let us enter. So the two of them entered. And when they were going, where she was to drop, the other person started quarreling. Is it because you know where you are going to? That is why you ask him to take you to that place, and you don't care about me. I'm such an idiot. He started abusing his.
That's the person that was helped.
The person that was helped. Idiot. Look at you. Look at. What is the problem now? Why? I was on my own. Or you pleaded. Come out, idiot. Look at you. And all of these things. So and when she was telling me this, I said, don't forget about this thing. Every human being exudes what is going on in his or her life. So maybe this might be visible. The person is assuming it.
Yeah.
So forget about it. It doesn't mean anything. So when you are ungrateful and ingrate, you will not be happy. And whatever you do in your relationship with everybody, with anybody around you, it will expel it. So it will spell it. So please, you don't really need to be ingrate. Okay, thank you so much. Prosper. I think we are drawing the curtain here. So what do you have to say to them?
See you next Monday.
Next Monday, 8 a.m. Let's discuss. And the Blessed Queen.
Okay, gratitude makes for altitude. Keep being happy and keep being
Gratitude makes for altitude. Keep being happy and keep being grateful. I am E.C Obiorah, the old man. See you next week, Monday, 8 a.m. But don't forget to comment.